This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/ondeck.
Welcome to On Deck. I'm Matt Harris. Today I'm here with none other than Sean Carruthers, the lab rat. How you doing, my friend?
Doing good.
Very good. Now, a couple things we've got to get to here, so let's get to it quickly. Big announcements from Apple yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And I saw that you were following it and following the press conference, which was streamed live on Apple.com, which is kind of cool. So first, what are the new things?
Well, new things. Well, first of all, the one new thing that I really loved is they did stream it live, as opposed to letting the bloggers do it in crappy streams that were illicit. So, and it looked great. They were using the new HTML5 H.264 streaming. It looked fantastic. So I got to give them props for that. It was really good up until the end when everyone was jumping on it.
And then it started kind of going in and out.
And then it started getting a bit choppy, yeah. So, but we did get to see the products really nice and close up and high quality. So we got to see a bunch of new iPods, smaller. Touch sensitive on the iPod Nano, which is nice. You can get in with your fingers and turn the screen around, which is kind of fun. It'll be good to get hands-on and actually try them. And then the iPod Touch with the new camera and all that. So
now I did see the Nano, and like you said, it looks kind of cool. But my concern, I have like these big fat sausage fingers. I don't know if I can get in there and control it that well.
Well, you know, you can use your iPhone, right? So you can tap and touch. So I think it's probably going to be about the same. It's I mean, the previous one was like about like this. So I think it's like going to be a little bit bigger and square, so I think you'll be able to use it. Does that help, Paul? So
the question is, if I can't get what I want, can I match the keypad and order my special dialing wand?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Okay,
always
so
good, Homer.
New iPods, new iPod Touch as well, right?
The iPod Touch, yes.
And a new OS for all of these devices, or at least I guess the iPad and the iPhone.
Yeah. So the iOS 4.1 is coming in about a week, I think.
Okay.
Or is it a month? It's coming down the pike, and then down in November we're going to get iOS 4.2, which is going to do the iPad as well. So you'll be able to do all the things that you can do on the iPhone and the iPod Touch on the iPad, including multitasking and all of the extra stuff.
Now the other thing that's getting the most buzz, I guess, is the new iTunes 10 with the Ping integration. Now, I have a vacation coming up, so when this whole thing was going on yesterday, I was kind of listening into the corner of my ear, but I don't really know what's going on. So for the folks like me out there, what is this new iTunes and this new Ping?
Okay, well, iTunes is essentially the old iTunes, just reskinned with a few extra features. They've got a new icon that removes the CD, you know, embracing the digital age, I guess.
Right, of course.
They've got slightly redesigned minimize, maximize controls. They have a hybrid view where you can actually see the album artwork instead of the name of the album like 12 times.
Right.
But I think Ping is definitely the thing that a lot of people are talking about. So it's basically adding social networking into your music listening. So iTunes has a huge community of users already built in that buy music and movies and all of that from iTunes. So they figured, okay, well, let's get them talking to each other about their music. Now, on day one, we're talking 24 hours now after it was launched, and less than 24 hours after people started being able to get iTunes. It's a little bit of a wasteland because there's hardly anybody you know on there.
Right, for the community.
You have to get users. So it wasn't pre-populated with a lot of content there. I think when we first started, there were like 14 different artists that were signed up, and you could track, them, what they were doing concert-wise. You could track what they were doing in the studio with videos behind the scenes. So artists can participate and give little extras to their fans.
Okay.
And your fans can interact now with each other to let you know, well, I like the new Metallica album. Maybe you would like to like that as well. So you can press the like button.
Would.
Yes. So a lot of that going on back and forth. Again, it's adding social networking. Not very social yet because there's not many people on it. But let's check it out in a month.
Cool. So in general, the big press announcement yesterday for you was impressive. You were happy with what you saw. Yeah,
it was pretty impressive. I mean, I was really hoping for a larger iPod Classic myself because I really love a lot of storage, and that didn't happen. So. Oh, and the Apple TV as well.
Right,
There's a new Apple TV. So for all of you that like video out there, they've got a new, smaller Apple TV that basically fits in the palm of your hand, and it removes the hard drive and all the storage. It's streaming, rental only. That's a part of iTunes 10. They've introduced TV show rentals.
Right.
You can't purchase them anymore on the Apple TV. You can't purchase movies. It's all rental all the time because you don't have a hard drive on there to store them. So.
And I'm sure, like typical Apple fans, there's going to be some folks who are like really pro, really con. And it's like you said, it's still early days. It's 24 hours. Days. So let's get our hands on some of these gadgets, which I'm sure we will for Gadget TV, hosted by Andrew Moore-Crispin. I'm sure you Lab Rats guys will get a couple of Apple TVs, and you and Andy can fight over your content.
Yes.
So On that note, I think I'm officially done for the week, and that means I get to go on vacation. So On Deck will probably go dark for next week or so. I'm going to England. The lovely Kate Abraham and I are heading out there to get a nice vacation and visit with my UK family. So that's where I'll be. I hope you guys continue to watch our great Butterscotch programming at butterscotch.com. Sean, thank you so much for being on deck. I'm Matt Harris. This has been On Deck. I'll see you when I get back.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/ondeck.